Welcome to Subramani. We have heard a lot about asset allocation and diversification. Here I am going to talk to you about why we need diversification even in financial services from the service providers that you have. For example, it is always easy to say have just one bank account, but if something were to happen to that particular bank or that particular branch or that particular ATM series, you'd really be in big trouble if you need money on that day and you can't withdraw. Of course, today with online payments, etc., it may not happen, it may not be so difficult, but there are outages and we know that bank websites do stop for some time. During that time, if you are standing somewhere and you need the money and you can't get it, it is not going to be very easy. So therefore, most people I know have 2-3 accounts at least, some by choice and some just because of default option opening accounts in whichever bank their employer said. So over 2-3 jobs they have 3 bank accounts, etc. So they build up bank accounts. Now I'm going to use American terminology because I do not know the laws in India. If you are a trader, not just an investor, a trader. I'm making the distinction between the trader and the investor because media does not make that. If you think commodities are for investors, something is wrong with you. Commodity is a trader product, right? So if you are a trader, if you buy and sell shares every day, how would you like it if your broker decided that you will not be able to sell and buy some shares on certain days because he has a vested interest? Welcome to Reddit, and let us see what happened with the big investing, or rather the big broker, Robinhood. So what happened was in the quest to get rich quick, Reddit investors came and banged the hell out of some companies. GameStop, which you would have heard of, AMC, which you would have heard of, yes, and so those companies were jacked up, and the people who had sold short were trapped. However, most of us who have done trading in the past and have been a very active trader, maybe with small amounts, because when anybody starts life they only have small amounts, so then 20-25 years later when you watch something like this happen, you feel wow, this had to happen, right? So as far as individual investors are concerned, youngsters are concerned, first of all, I am not for trading, and I will do a separate post on day trading. But if you are dealing through Robinhood, it is time that you have other alternatives. Just having Robinhood is not sufficient because there is conflict of interest. We will look at that a little later, but I am going to use only American names and American words and American company names because I do not know of the law in India. I do not want to use words like Zerodha, HDFC Bank, ICICI, Kotak, or Inam, or whatever you have. So I will stick to the American names. I'm sure you know which is the Indian equivalent in India. So what do you really want from an online brokerage? First of all, it has to be reliable. It should not have downtime. There are big brokerage houses in India which have lot of downtime, right? So you don't want any website crashing kind of stuff. You should be able to buy and sell whatever securities that you want, and there should be no artificial interference by the brokerage house. Yes, SEBI can put margins, etc. That is SEBI's prerogative, but this fund house should not, or this brokerage house should not do that kind of a thing. You should get very good real-time quotes, and it should really be real-time, not just say real-time. Preferably, if you are going to be a DIY investor, then you want access to a lot of research reports. Either they should create their own or they should tie up with a lot of research report providers, so that if you decide to buy, say, Fortis Healthcare, and you do not know anything about it, you should not have to go to other websites to be able to access it, because then those websites would woo you and make you deal there. This is more from the owner's point of view, but you get the gist. You want reliability. You also want to make sure that the payments come to you immediately as soon as you sell your money comes to you as soon as you buy, the shares come to you, right? You are looking for all these things. You're not looking for anything much more fancy, but getting all this in one website is not very easy. Now you have to be aware that when you use Robinhood has vested interest because there are investors in Robinhood. Now suppose there is one investor in Robinhood who has 20% stake in Robinhood, and or whatever, but he has a controlling voice on the board. He knows the people, right? He has that kind of a vested interest in making sure that Robinhood does well. But in his other capacity, if he is a fund manager, or if he is a venture capitalist who is just doing funding for these people, and he also has a hedge fund which has gone short on the shares which you have bought, they might stop you from dealing in those shares for particular hours, right? They could do that, and that could ruin your best deals. This kind of conflict of interest is something which SEBI has to manage. I'm not very sure that SEBI has got rules and regulations regarding what can be done. But when a brokerage house wants to play dirty with you, they can. Now look at what happened. Before Robinhood significantly hurt its reputation as an online brokerage house, it was valued at US dollar 20 billion. Let me repeat, 20 billion. Now hear the story. Citadel is one fund house which has a big stake of about 700 million in Robinhood. However, Citadel also owns a big stake in Melvin Capital, a hedge fund that was short GameStop and other names and had lost billions of dollars in that position. Melvin Capital reportedly lost 53% of its NAV due to GameStop and other securities. These cross-dealings show how complicated. Let's put it this way. Now, if the person who is funding Robinhood says, my other client is getting hurt, or I have a bigger stake there, so therefore don't let Subra deal in these shares, don't let him go short, don't let him buy the share. So therefore Robinhood complied. Now we do not know whether they really complied with that, or they said there is a serious outage or whatever, but you don't want a broker to tell you what you can buy and what you can sell. Therefore, I think what are the other alternatives you have to Robinhood? Obviously, you have Fidelity, you have Schwab, you have Ameritrade, right? You have all those people. Maybe you even have you'll have some in India. You will have the big banks. You have the standalone couple of companies. They're all there, but we have a funny problem in US. Maybe you had one demat account and various brokers you could choose. In India, if you go to HDFC Bank, they want you to have if you go to HDFC Securities, they would want HDFC Bank as your demat provider. Same thing for ICICI and same thing for Kotak, right? So you cannot have shares in ICICI Bank and deal in HDFC Securities. I don't think that happens very easily, but I'm not very sure. Now, because of these things, it is necessary that you should be very, very careful, especially if you are a day trader. I'm not saying you should day trade, but I'm saying if you're a day trader, be very careful of what these companies are capable of doing. Now, when we spoke about reliability, we said there should be no outage. In India, it does happen. Big brokers shut down and say, you cannot do this now, please try later. Maybe it opens up in 5 minutes, but that is a problem. Most Indian brokerage houses are fair, but when it comes to protecting their own bank, they might not be fair with you, they might be unfair with you. That is the problem. Not all our websites are very good in terms of quality of service. Yes, it's worth learning from Robinhood what people want and trying to provide that. And own research. Even if Indian companies don't have their own research, they know from where to source the research, so that is again not a problem. So do have a look at this, do have a look at all the alternatives that you need. Be ready for outages and some political reasons why they will not allow you to trade sometimes. Be ready for it. Thank you.